target, accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Hemby. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On the snap, it's Hemby. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God with this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Key. Caught close to the marker, it's Raiola. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had 0 problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield to get the tackle for loss.
Looking to fire. Right down the middle. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. At some point, the media needs to recognize this is a team on a hot streak. They've put together a nice record, winning 3 straight, now knocking on the door of the top 25.
Yeah, and I think, Reese, the media also realizes what happened early in the season, and they took a few lumps, and they were kind of figuring out who they are. But I feel like the last 3 weeks, Jesse, they're playing as well as anybody in the country, and they know what their identity is.
I agree. I think in college football, year in, year out, teams get better and teams get worse. This is the former. They all of a sudden are starting to realize and figure out what gives them the best chance to win week in, week out. Guys are playing at a very high level. I don't see that stopping today.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On the direct snap, it's Key. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Hemby. Fighting off the defender. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. That's caught. It's Hemby. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Yeah, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. Flying out to the left. He's at the top. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Key. Great move. Now he's got room. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Going up top again. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quarterback making checks. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The give to the back. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Got it behind the line. It's Cooper. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. He's taking the shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And the defense drags him down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Rush is on him. The trickeration goes awry, and it'll be 4th down.
And that feels so good if you're a player because you know you've been practicing that flea flicker all off season. You're just begging your offensive coordinator to dial it up, and they went out and they executed it beautiful.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the ground. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Turning it on! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to scramble. He throws into the middle of the field. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the big fella. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
And the Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Got it in the middle, it's Cooper. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana!
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Delivers the stiff arm. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Key. He's past the 30. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hoosiers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll open the second half on the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Hemby. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Let's send the tight end in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense getting set for first down. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. The offense lining up for a first down play. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted, number 19. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
35, Indiana, 21.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, give on the inside. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a gap, it's Beebe. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a...
On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Hoosiers are rolling down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The toss to the outside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
That's caught. It's Cooper. Finds a crease at the 20. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The run from the shotgun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the foot.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. UNLV rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
First down for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Caught behind the line. It's Ives. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Caught in the backfield, it's Key. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. Fourth down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big fourth down conversion.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Key. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
On 3rd down, going up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cooper. There he goes. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Hoosiers racing to the line in a hurry-up.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And the Hoosiers are on the move. Got his man on the right. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
QB draw. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
When you're an offensive lineman, you have to sell pass on a draw play. You got to set real quick, make it look like a pass, and then boom, I'm leaving that guy. I'm hitting that running back right behind him. Now I can get to the 2nd.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense.
it doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back. But man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
Yeah, and this quarterback's got to know that this isn't practice. This isn't back with his QB guru. He's not trying to throw around brooms or around big bags. That is an arm attached to a body that bench presses 500 pounds. He's got to do better.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Breaks into the open. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Release to the back. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
It's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you can possibly do.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Hey, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defenses and try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball and just bleed this game out.
Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about.
He'll take the deep shot. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
You know, I feel for this offense. If they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off.